Today, we're going to walk through the full portfolio of products, and we have plenty of material to cover, which will hopefully provide a little bit for everyone who's on the call today. So just kind of moving over, these are the sessions we're going to cover off, everywhere from our recently released 7.9 through the portal, UDMG, and of course, Nils is going to wrap it up for us today with some new integrations and a very interesting and exciting demo as well. So let's get started. So this is currently our portfolio of products within the Universal Automation Center family of components. So at the core of the product, the orchestrate level, we have the Universal Controller and also the Universal Portal. How we automate across the enterprise is really through our Universal Agent technology and our Universal Integration Platform. And also today, we're going to announce some exciting developments with our Universal Data Mover Gateway, which allows you to do B2B file transfers with all of your trading partners. So let's get forward and let's start talking about Universal Automation Center, the controller and agents. These will be the key highlights that we'll be covering off. Now, we won't be covering off all of these items, but we have some really strong, very advanced features that we provided in this release. Two major capabilities have been introduced with the new Universal Reporting Server and also new advanced architectural to OMS. On top of that, we've continued to expand our support with Universal Portal and our container management. We've now ported our agent technology to Graviton and also our new approvals task that we'll be talking about a little bit later on. On top of that, we have dozens of small, and majority of those customer-driven, satisfy the continually evolving landscapes of our customers. So let's hand this off to David Ainsworth to talk about the new Universal Reporting Server.
Let's talk about the reporting server. So why do we need a reporting server? Well, we see a trend that your environments are getting bigger and more complex, and you're running a lot more executions to automate all of those application processes. And the volume of data is growing significantly. But at the same time, you tell us you have compliance and regulatory demands that mean you need to keep the data for longer. And we just saw that from the results of the poll. And it's not just for general reporting, but for audit purposes to provide analytics for diagnostic and predictive insights. We don't want to keep all of that data in the primary database, and we don't want to commit our resources to running complex reports against that data. So as we dug into this some more and we looked at the overall reporting requirements for the new reporting server, customers overwhelmingly told us that they want exactly what we currently have in the UAC. So they're actually very happy with the existing reporting capabilities. So we created this solution. It's a reporting server, which is a separate instance of UAC, limited to the scope of reporting. Reporting server that can use any supported database that does not have to be the same as the primary UAC database. For example, you can use Postgres for your reporting server and for your long-term data store. So you don't need an additional licensed database. It's a reporting server that does not significantly increase the maintenance effort. We know our upgrade process is simple and that it is one of the many things that customers love about UAC. The dedicated scope of the reporting server and that simpler environment, we have no OMS, we have no attached agents, means that the upgrade is basically one more step in the process and not significantly adding any more complexity to your upgrade process. Really importantly, that the application manages the data replication to the reporting server. Some customers are already running an archive server and they are managing the export and import and the whole data lifecycle manually themselves. It makes a lot of sense to let the application itself handle the replication activities. And very importantly, that means there is no data loss, as the data is not purged from your primary UAC until it has been replicated to the reporting server. Also, we have a very elegant way to replicate your data from your existing archive server into the new reporting server. And that means you can take advantage of the new reporting server and still have access to the already collected long-term data that you've collected over the last, period of time. That's really important. All of your reporting distribution requirements are satisfied, from those simple report emails from the reporting server itself to the more complex distribution, like sharing data into your cloud storage, which can continue to be executed from your primary UAC with the reporting work delegated to the reporting server.